Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed.
Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Just plowing ahead. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Scanning the field, it's Coleman Hope. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third and short. They'll try to pick it up with the pass. At the 45, on his way. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Big play, takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Dogs kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped.
But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got a man. It's Gilbert. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Time winding down, and the quarterback stop that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Turning it on! Game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. On the run, it's Bryant. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Paul, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's up to 113 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Bryant. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense set on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Bryant. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Taylor.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Touchdown Bulldogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a good game. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Croman Hope. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged on the outside, it's Gilbert. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on second and short after the first down completion. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. We we've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He'll throw it. He's got it. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Smashes it between the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Taylor. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. First and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Grab near the marker. It's Glass. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock? And half.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Turns it loose deep. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence and they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically best.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you're starting to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the... Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab inside the 30. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to meet us time and time again.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Got his man quickly. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on first, second, third, and fourth down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Brings it in down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up a 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Webb. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Got enough for the first. There he goes. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Gets it out quickly. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT.
He'll try to take it back. The 30. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still...
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.